In July of 2017, Jeff Bezos made history and surpassed Bill Gates as the richest man in the world with a net worth of $150 billion. To understand his scale of wealth, let's take a look at some numbers. Earlier this year, Jeff announced that he is separating from his wife Mackenzie, but because they live in Seattle, his wife has the right to a large portion of his wealth. To be more precise, $35 billion. That will make her third richest woman in the world. But Jeff isn't worried because he will still be on the top of the list with over $110 billion. That's how rich Bezos is. He can afford a divorce and still be on the top of the Forbes list. Behind his enormous wealth stands Amazon. And if you know anything about this company, you know that it's on the way to take over the world, which means $150 billion is just the beginning. But how a guy with such a loud laugh who
but that was actually not supposed to be a bad pun. And then disclosure.
who used to sell books is on his way to world dominance. We know Amazon as the place to go for online shopping, but for Netflix, Uber, and thousands of others, Amazon is their way to the internet. They rely on Amazon Web Services for their websites to function. What started as a side project to support Amazon.com quickly grew into a multi-billion-dollar company by itself, earning more money than Amazon ever had. In fact, if you take a look at the numbers, more than 40% of the internet relies on AWS. Only big corporations such as Google, Microsoft, and Facebook aren't on the mercy of Amazon, since they are big enough to build their own infrastructure. But that's not the only industry that Amazon has its grip on. Even for us, the consumers, Amazon is no longer the middleman who connects buyers with sellers. It's becoming the seller itself. Amazon now sells more than 450 of its own brands, from watches to clothes, cables to furniture, competing with the rest of the sellers on the platform to be on the top of the list. And since it's Amazon, they definitely know how to keep their products on the main page. And it's only a matter of time before everything that's sold on Amazon will be produced by Amazon itself. For an Amazon box to reach your doorstep, it needs to go through many hands first, from a truck to a plane to a van, and maybe then to your doorstep. And Amazon has heavily been relying on UPS, FedEx, and US Postal Office. But that's about to change. To be more precise, it's already changing. Amazon now has more than 50 planes and hundreds of vans and semi-trucks to ship its own products. It already handles a quarter of its shipping, and it doesn't seem to stop there. Remember Amazon Web Services? It started to provide servers to Amazon websites, but quickly began providing servers for everyone else. And it seems like Amazon wants to do the exact same thing with Amazon Fulfillment and become a logistics company. Although Amazon is a small fish compared to UPS and FedEx in the logistics industry, Amazon is on its way to change that. Once Amazon is completely self-sufficient, it can easily drive shipping costs down. It doesn't have to make a profit since it has multiple other businesses that already generate billions of dollars in revenue. And once UPS and FedEx are out of business, then Amazon can slightly increase the prices and enjoy unbelievable profits, since it will be the only player in the market. Amazon doesn't just want to be the place where you periodically buy strange gadgets. It wants you to buy groceries at Amazon. That's why it purchased Whole Foods Market. Many of us still prefer to physically go to the store, but we all know that that's about to change. And Amazon doesn't want to miss the opportunity to take over the industry. The grocery business is definitely competitive, but no one is more qualified to do that than Amazon. They have the technology, experience, and money. Even though Netflix relies on Amazon, Amazon is on its way to change that. In 2010, Amazon launched Amazon Studios to challenge Netflix. Of course, they're too small to be compared to Netflix, but that's what the bookstore manager said when Amazon started selling books online. They will keep pouring money and creating as many shows as possible to convince you to switch to Amazon Studios. And like UPS and FedEx, Netflix doesn't have a side business that earns a pile of cash. In fact, with the introduction of Alexa, Amazon wants to make online shopping as easy as possible. Imagine coming back home after a long day and realizing that you forgot to do the groceries. All what you have to do is to ask Alexa, and while you will be waiting for it, Alexa would suggest you to watch some of the latest shows on Amazon Studios. In 20 years, I guess, everything you will buy will probably be made by Amazon, sold on Amazon, and shipped by Amazon. And that's how Amazon wants to take over the world. And once it does, I will definitely make a video on that. And if you don't want to miss it, you have to click on that bell button. Otherwise, YouTube isn't gonna notify you. Thanks for watching, and until next time.